Hey y'all, hey, it's your girlie Ray, and this is Ray's Way. So today I'm coming to you with a collaboration with Stylewe. They reached out to me via email and asked me if I wanted to collaborate with them. They wanted to send me 6 pieces that I would review on my channel. And I was already kind of familiar with them because Tasha B Styles had already worked with them in the past, and I saw some of the clothes that they had to offer. So Stylewe, right? You may or may not have heard about them. Like I said, I first heard about them on Tasha's page, but on their website, it says that they were founded in 2015 and they're an online multi-designer brand featuring independent fashion design. Their target market is about 30 to 50 years old. So if you're like stylish or wanting to get into style and you know, you want to have that like sophisticated feel about your style, then Stylewe is the place to be. Bars. I don't know how I think about this stuff off the top of my head. I just be rhyming. So let's talk money first. Let's deal with the business straight off the top. 20% off. Code Leah20, okay, for 20% off. 20% is a good discount. You know, I almost feel disrespected when some people give you like a little 7%, 5%, or 10% discount. Like, I'm trying to feel it, okay? I want to see the price come down for real. And I think 20% is a great discount. Okay, so disclaimer before we even get started. Your girl loves style, okay? I love clothes, I love fashion, but I am not a fashionista. I'm gonna try these clothes on for you and I'm gonna style up some of these pieces and we're just gonna make it do what it do. But because I don't consider myself a fashionista, you're gonna see how the everyday person can style these pieces up. Because there's one in particular where I did my thing and I'm gonna show you that one first. Okay, so first of all, this dress is oversized. It was advertised as oversized. That's the way it's supposed to be. But I just felt like it needed some help. Now, the model on the website had a smaller frame, so like a cute bag and some cute shoes, she pulled it off. But I can't pull that off, okay? I just can't pull that off. So I had to do my big one on this. So I'm very proud of my outfit. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like without any help. All right, so this is the fit, okay? As you've seen in the thumbnail. Now, the bag, I don't know, y'all. Like, I have bags, I like bags. I'm a tote girl. Am I gonna carry my tote everywhere? No, I'm not gonna do that. So these little rinky-dink bags, I don't have a lot of them because I don't be carrying. But I think this is fine. Switch the bag out, whatever. Now, I like what I got going on, okay, with the sneakers and everything. I got the brown belt to kind of try to add some shape to the dress because it was just kind of, like, it did flare out at the bottom, but it wasn't doing enough for me as far as the silhouette, right? And then I got this, I forgot where I got this from. One of them orders I did, I don't know. But I paired it with this, okay? Now, originally, I wasn't even gonna use this. I was kind of struggling. I really was, okay? Trying to put this outfit together because once I put the dress on and I seen how oversized it looked on me, it was like so much fabric. There's a lot of fabric to this dress. I will say that. But I was like, what am I going to do? And then when I put like the white button up, I couldn't just put the white button up over it because it just didn't do anything for it. So then I tied it. I was like, okay, I could tie that. But I was like, I'm trying to do a little bit more. I'm trying to razzle dazzle. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me get this because I feel like this is almost like a neutral and it can go with anything. So I threw this on and I was like, okay, I'm kind of feeling this. And then I was like, how am I tying my sneakers? Because I'm going to wear the sneakers with it, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to put this brown belt. Let me get it. Because at first I was going to do the Sambas, the black, you know, the classics, right? But then I was like, nah, let me do something else because I got this brown right here, right? So these shoes actually have, it's not really brown, it's like taupe, but it kind of pulls in the shoes, right? And then I was like, wait a minute, I got like a hat. So I found my little jean NYC hat and I felt like I did my thing. Like, I'm going to work, I'm running errands, I'm wherever in this. I'll tell you where I'm not in this though, in the summer, okay? I can't do it. Because it's too much fabric. I don't know if it's a mental, because let me say this. It's not heavy at all. Even though there's a lot of fabric, it's not heavy. but I am heat sensitive, extremely heat sensitive. So just me getting into this is not hard to get it. I can't even explain it. I think it's part mental, but just the fact that it has so much fabric, I was like, I don't know about this in the summer because I have to layer it. You know what I mean? And I'm already hot standing here, and it's only 68 degrees in my house. Okay, I'm sweating. You can't see it, but I am. So I was like, I don't know about this in the summer just because I have to add layers to it. But when the temperature change, oh, I'm outside. I'm at work. I'm everywhere because I feel like this is cute. I don't know what you think. I will say this though. If I repurchased it, I would go a size down because it's just like a little bit too oversized for me. And there's only one gripe I have is this seam. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a seam right here. I thought it was me with the seams until my 7-year-old daughter was like, I just don't like this part. So it's not only me. I have a problem with seams, just like smack dab in the middle. But if they took away that seam, yeah, that would be a lot better to me. It would make a big difference. But here it is, okay? I will say it's very airy. It is. So if you're the type of person that's not like extremely heat sensitive, wear this because that air is going to flow, baby. It's going to flow. Now, putting it on, it makes a little bit of noise. But I was worried about that because I'm like, I'm not going to be, you know, walking through the halls at my job or going anywhere and sounding like I'm wearing a shower curtain. But it does not make a lot of noise, okay? It just sounds like that when you're putting it on because like I said, it is a lot of fabric. But anyway, y'all, tell me what you think about this and give me some more ideas to do with this dress because I'm tapped out. All right, y'all, before we get into this next piece, I want to just prepare you. You're about to have a scene change because when I got my order, first of all, they said to send them an email when I got all my pieces. I got the first bag, but it was missing one of the pieces, so I never sent the email. Then when I got the second bag, it was on a Sunday, and that Monday I was going to the Birmingham area for training, which is like 4 hours away. When I opened up the bag and saw some of the pieces, I was like, oh, I'm wearing this to work. I'm wearing this to training. So I had to pack them. And then when I got to the hotel and when I was out in training, I was getting my little shots for my pictures and stuff like that. So that's why you're gonna see a scene jump. But let me tell you, this next piece, it was the star of the show at training, baby. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, what you're seeing here is me at work in the bathroom getting some shots. I love these pants, okay? Like thebomb.com. They're those barrel pants. Such a good shape, such a good color. To me, it's almost like a neutral. Like I feel like I could throw on any kind of shirt, long as the shape is right, with these. But I am a graphic tee type person, and I'm telling you, any kind of tee works, all right? But I was in the bathroom getting my shots because everybody was saying how much they love these pants, and I was like, oh, I'm the star of the show today. So I was getting me some shots, but let me tell you something, and I might talk about it in the next clip, I'm not sure. Ironing these pants took me down through there because I thought I had them all nice and ironed, and then as soon as I like sat down and got up, they re-wrinkled. So make sure you use your starch because that does help. But listen, I need to go back and get these in a different color because these pants are everything. And I threw them on with the Adidas Ballet, the May Ballet. Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. All right, y'all, so I just got back in from training and I wanted to give you the 411 on these pants, okay? So first of all, loving the pants. Now, I ironed them last night, okay? They looked good last night, put them on, sat down one time, and then they were just all wrinkled up. So maybe I did not do a good job of ironing. I feel like you have to use some steam and some starch to get the wrinkles out of these pants. And then because they have these pleats and stuff and it's like creased all the way down, like I really can't explain it. Like I said, could be user error, but as far as the shape, loved them. Got so many compliments, okay, on these pants. All right, they have a really good shape. I think it's good for my type of body because like I have like a combination body. That's what I'm learning. But I still need to draw a little attention like to my waist to give me more of to get a little bit more shapely, you know. I'm not very, people be thinking I have hips, but it ain't really the hip area. Like I have thighs, I have legs that help me with the illusion of, you know, that more curvy shape. But let me tell you something. It ain't the hips, baby. It's just the thighs, right? So all of this is pretty like rectangular, and I need these type of pants really so that it can give me some more shape, you know, bring that waist in a little. I got the most look on these pants. I mean, I then went to Walmart, I went to Marshalls, I went to training. I mean, everybody want these yellow pants. These are a must have. Very light, very airy. I will say that they create a bit of a, I wouldn't say like they're see-through, but depending on which undergarment you wear, you probably will be able to see through these. But I don't know if you can tell, yeah, right here, you can see my shirt. That stuff like that drives me kind of crazy. So I was like pulling my shirt, like blousing my shirt out. That's what we used to call it. I don't know what they call it now. But I was like blousing my shirt out so that you couldn't see, you know, where my shirt was tucked into my pants or whatever. But these, very, very versatile, okay? I got the London tee, I got the ballet Adidas. I could switch out the tee 1,000 times. I could do the top 1,000 different ways. The pants gonna hit every time, you feel me? So really, really like these. Would definitely cop in multiple colors. Now, Stylewe wanted me to put my favorite pieces in the front. So far you've seen 2. Next, you're gonna see another pair of pants. These pants, thebomb.com. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. But as you can see, I have a lot of dress down looks, but that's my vibe. All right, let's get into the look. All right, so, okay. Okay, all right. Let me tell you. Okay, I care for the bag. I care for the bag with this. I like it. I don't know, it seems kind of versatile at this point, but I ain't about to wear that. Okay, so the pants and the shirt, both from Stylewe, okay? Now, let me say something about this. I'm top heavy, okay? My measurements will be down in the description box below, but I could button this and just fine, okay? But you know, when you get your clothes, you have to style them. I'm not gonna button them all the way up because who got time for that? But it buttons just fine, all right? But like I said, when you get your clothes, you have to style them. You can't just, we're past just throwing something on straight off the rack, okay? You got to do something with it. So when I buttoned this shirt up, when I had tried it on the first time, I was like, what is I'm gonna do with this? Because I was just like, I don't know, it's like a linen material, but I don't know, when I had just like buttoned it up, I was like, all right, all ushers come to the front, grab the collection plate, I don't know. So originally I had a black tank top underneath this, and it did work, okay? Now there was a time when I would not do navy blue, because this is like giving navy blue to me. I wouldn't do navy blue with a black, but it really was a vibe, right? But I was like, how can I spruce it up, right? So I had the blue, I had the white, you know, 4th of July was just passed. I was like, let me go ahead and red, white, and blue this up, and it completely worked. So I like the sleeves, like the little puffer sleeve. I feel like it gave it razzle dazzle. I feel like it was very like cute and playful. And I decided to wear it open as like an over situation, drawing attention to the sleeves, which I don't know that I've ever had anything that had sleeves like this. And then I just took these pants. These pants right here though, these pants, repurchase, okay? If I could get them in all the colors, I would get them, because I'm going to get a wide leg, kind of like airy, loose pant. Now, I will say this. If you're like me and you chafe between your thighs, you're gonna have to high waist them, okay? Because if you wear them on your regular waist, your thighs are going to rub together and it's gonna be uncomfortable, and you're gonna need like some, what do they call it? Like a shaper, not a shaper, but like some, like a, I don't know, them shorts that you wear underneath, okay? You're gonna need those. So I got mine kind of hiked up, kind of high, and that fabric is catching where my thighs would chafe, right? So that's kind of where you want it. But y'all, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to pull it off, and I did it. And you know, I had to go in with the Adidas Ballet. Okay, so I think they're calling this color denim. So it's like a denim kind of airy loose pants. It does come with a drawstring. Now, when I first started wearing the pants, I was like, I might need to go down a size, but I don't. But there is so much room in these pants. And then I still use the drawstring, because you could just tuck the drawstring in if you want to, and the pants are not going to go anywhere. Okay, the elastic on these bomb.com, but I still tie it to give that little detail in the front. Okay, and then like I said, I just wear this open, and then the bag is giving the whole fit life. Okay, so again, you got to style it up, but tell me what y'all think about this. All right, and again, I'm everywhere. Okay, we going to get lunch? What we doing? We going to work? What we doing? I'm going to Walmart? Where we going? I'm everywhere. I'm outside. Let me know what you're thinking about these pieces down below. So one thing I want to let you know is that when you're going on Stylewe and you're shopping, have your measurements available. All my measurements are going to be listed in the description box below, but you have to take your measurements. You have to, especially if you're plus size like I am. The measurements are going to be key. Without those, you're going to be lost. Now, there's some instances like with the pants where you could size up or size down, but either way it's going to work, but you really need your measurements. So make sure you have all of those before you even start browsing the website, else you're going to get frustrated. So again, let me just recap. Both those pieces, the white top and the jean style bottoms, were from Stylewe. Those pants were very similar to the ones that I wore in training with the yellow t-shirt.
Now that I have them on, I feel like these are very similar to the first pair of pants I had, except for the razzle dazzle at the bottom. But doesn't that add like a lot of personality to the pants? Really feeling them. Now, I'm at work, okay, so they gave us our t-shirts. We're asked to wear our t-shirts on Friday, but as you see, you can dress these up or dress these down. Okay, this is very dressed down, but the shoe is kind of like between dress up and dress down, in my opinion. So I could have easily threw on a sneaker here, changed the top, threw on like something more dressier on the foot, which, you know, I'm 99 times out of 100 not gonna do. But yeah, hopefully you can get some ideas from these. I would definitely reorder these. They fit really well. Okay, just overall a good pant. Now, no drawstring on this pant, but the elastic is so good. That's why it's so important that you take your measurements. If you take your measurements, you should be okay. But got the pockets are deep. I've been putting my keys in my pockets, even in the other pants too. I've been putting my phone in my pockets. When I don't have my earbud case, I take my earbud off, I put it in my pocket. I haven't had any issues. Pockets nice and deep, okay? Real pockets. So, what you think? All right, y'all, I gotta go to work.
But you notice the difference in the bottom. So that adds a different kind of flair to the pant. All right, the next piece that we're going to get into is just a top. This was my least favorite out of all the pieces, mainly because it didn't fit correctly. All right, I had a vision for it. I thought it was gonna work out. And this is probably one of those instances where I could have sized up, but at the same time, I knew my measurements. I went according to my measurements. And this shirt probably just wasn't for me. All right, so this shirt is from Stylewe. It was my least favorable item. However, I do like the shirt, just not on me, all right? Now, the part that really is throwing it off is that the shoulder situation is not sitting properly on me, okay? And I don't think I could have went up another, I mean, I could go up another size, but I just don't think that this is the shirt for me, being that I am top heavy and I got these guns, you feel me? Because it is cutting the circulation, right? And then it's just not sitting right, okay? It's supposed to be like a peekaboo situation, which I was trying to step outside my comfort zone because I don't typically go for the peekaboo. Like when it's something weird when it's something very unique going on kind of with the shoulders where they're like kind of showing, I don't go for stuff like that. Like something like this where only the shoulder part is out, or like a a one shoulder on, one shoulder off type. Like, I don't really go for that. So I was like, let me try something a little bit different. And had this have fitted properly, I would have been in there like swimwear, okay? But I still styled it up. So, tucked it in, add my little H belt right here, put on the rich auntie mules with it, and I think if it fit properly, I would be in there, okay? Very much so, given I got a little bit of money. Angela, darling, where's my Birkin? Bring me the Birkin. Cleo, honey, bring me my Chanel. I actually do like this. Like I said, if it fit properly, I would definitely wear this to work. I would wear this to church if I went to church. You feel me? Like, it's a few places that I could wear this to, you know? And I like the shape. I like the neck. I like that. The details with the stitching is fire, okay? I really do. I really do. So sad it didn't work out. So tell me what y'all think about this. Never mind the fact that it doesn't fit well. I mean, just the outfit in general. All right, y'all. So those are all the pieces I received from Stylewe. Please go in the comment section below and let me know what you thought about the pieces. But most importantly, head over to the website, use my code Leah20 for 20% off, and get to shopping. It's gonna take about 2 weeks for your stuff to get there. So be prepared. So last but not least, I want to say thank you to Stylewe for hitting me up so the people can see. But no, seriously, I want to thank you. I'm always excited when brands want to work with me, and I really appreciate you reaching out to me, contacting me, and working with me. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed the experience. It's up from here. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, people, peace.